I think Rafa's going hunting. He's not even going to bother with the Mega quite yet. And there's another rail. You can kind of see this unwinding for Ray quite quickly as Rafa's superior aim and experience is really showing.
That actually might have been, if he can get over to this Mega, this is actually really good for Ray. By killing himself, he ended that fight early, was able to spawn right near the Mega, and look at this, he hasn't taken a single point of damage from Rafa. The only thing he's missing is weapons, and now a bit of rocket ammo, but he can drop in on that after he shards up here. Really fantastic play from Ray. And so I would hope at least that was an intentional self-kill. You never really know. But either way, it's put him in a great position to at least fight for this red again. Rafa doing a fair amount of damage. That last shot did not connect because Ray got through the teleporter, but Ray connects with his, and Rafa is now down to, after the Mega, 157 and about 60 armor, picking up a YA as well. But Rafa was pretty weak there after that nice rocket shot, drop shot from above by Ray. It is still a tied game, and we are just rolling around to 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Blown away in this match, and I love how close this matchup is. I think a lot of people were saying, oh yes, Rafa, shoo-in, no problem. But I think we're seeing maybe Rafa not quite as warmed up as we're normally seeing him, but Ray is also, to his credit, playing extremely well. This is kind of risky. Rafa is you really good at the little peak rail here. Oh, actually, he's behind him. Rafa's already gone around and scooped up the RA, so that's going to leave only, well, nothing for Ray for another couple of seconds. There it is. Another couple of seconds. Here comes the YA. And he's actually not even going to go for it. So he's going back to, well, Ray is just running at this point. And that's kind of scary because he doesn't have any sort of stack.
It's by necessity. He's got to be on the back foot until he can get a stack. I mean, Rafa's at 150, 150. There's not much he can do at this point.
Yeah, but he worked his way around.
He could have
the Mega.
I mean, there's always that point, unless your opponent is timing it so that this never happens, but there's always that point where there's always going to be red armor, Mega health coming up really close together, so even if you're on your back foot, you're going to be able to find your way back into one of the items at least, and there, Ray had a choice to make, Rafa had a choice to make, and Ray was able to get Mega, and Rafa keeping a hold of mid here. We could be seeing a fight here for red, but Rafa's going to be walking right into a grenade, a little bit of bounce, but still maintaining a near 200 stack on his armor, and with this Mega coming up, Ray really needs to do some damage there. There's one rail, missing the second, but Rafa getting a lot of blue balls off on Ray at the same time, and here we have the prediction coming out. Rafa looking to chase down Ray, Ray looking to get away, and he's going to have to exit teleporter, but he cannot back up fast enough, he cannot exit the situation, and Rafa is going to be taking advantage of that. I mean, he read him like a book at that point, just one step forward, half a step back, and Rafa was able to walk all over him. Nice rockets, though, from Ray, I really got to say.
Yeah. Rafa is able to take away this first game with only 20 seconds left. Take a look at some accuracies. We've got 30% rocket, 20 LG. Nice little plasma fight breaking out from Ray. 26 rail for Rafa. And 12% plasma. For Ray, he's at 20 rocket, 21 LG, now 20 LG, now 19 LG. Good lord. 28 rail. But Rafa will take that away. But, oh man, I think that the score line denotes just how close it was. I mean, we did not see Rafa pick up his lead until there was, what, 30 seconds? Like 40 seconds left? Fantastic play by Ray. Great play by Rafa.
And again, to remind everyone, Ray had about half the ping as Rafa in that one. It was, I believe, 32 to 62 or something like that. So they might be moving over to Illinois now, and I think that's exactly what's going to happen. So now Rafa will have the ping advantage, or at least it'll be equalized to some extent.
Now, if I may, we can put a lot of the emphasis on that match to that one point when Ray gave up red in order to make a fight for Mega and ended up losing out on both. I mean, it's difficult to extrapolate an entire match from one situation that early on, but that really started to be Ray's losing of his grip on the control and really not being able to position himself as he would like to in order to really maximize the kind of damage. But gotta say, those 2 frags that Ray got really came down to Rafa just kind of plus forwarding into Ray's rockets, and a lot of damage was coming out of him that way. But without the stack, without being able to get the positional advantage, it's difficult to maintain that over time, and that's exactly what we saw. But still a very close game, and we're going to be moving right over to the, Virginia server? Illinois.
Yeah, that being said, Rafa got far better control the latter half of the game, but it really wasn't ever full control. I mean, there were still some opportunities where Ray stole a Mega. I think Rafa had a lot better red control from what I recall, but Ray really did have some nice timing on stealing away a couple of items that probably shouldn't have been his. So I wonder if I think on this map we'll probably see Rafa really shine. I think that his timing and movement is going to be a little bit more crisp. After all, this is Blood Run, and I guess we should do a little bit of a tour of this map, because I don't think that we've seen it yet in this tournament. So for anyone that happens to be new to Quake Live, welcome to ZTN.
Tiebreaker.
Oh, did we have it as tiebreaker? Well, it was a little ways ago. So this is where, that's right, you're right. Anyway, this is where Red Armor spawns, as it does so, fortunately right in front of the camera. Mega Health spawning right here. We have 1 yellow armor that spawns just in front of this portal, and so I tend to call that portal yellow. We're going to go through the portal, show you where it pops out. If you follow down these stairs, then you're back into the center of the map where the red armor spawns. We're going to go back up the stairs though. This very critical 50 health can keep players alive. There's 1 more yellow armor near this plasma gun, so we tend to call that plasma yellow. And lastly, this nice little curved hallway with the jump pad is one way back to the lightning gun and then the Mega Health. So essentially this map is quite a big loop, but also very rarely you'll see players back here unless they're hiding, and I'll let them know where we're going to go. So one final thing to note is the railgun spawns right here. Okay, we're good to go.
3, 2, 1.
So I'll go ahead and kick us off. We're going to watch Ray this time because we gave Rafa the entrance. Nice initial rail by Ray. Fantastic shot. Rafa, of course, able to back off to Mega, so it wasn't a huge win for Ray. But being able to do any sort of damage is always nice. That being said, Rafa did pick up one of the yellows and, of course, that Mega. So he's just stacked to the teeth. Ray only working with 1 yellow armor and already has had a little bit of it shaved off. Make it all shaved off because Rafa is just standing there, and it was not a close shave at all. He just butchered his way right through Ray. And kind of scary for Ray because he doesn't really have much.
Yeah, this map, like you mentioned, being that kind of loop, I mean, where we saw T7 being a bit more of an area control type game, ZTN is much more about running the map, and that is going to allow Rafa, and I know he's the kind of player, to kind of get into a groove on a map and just kind of steamroll his way the entire way. And ZTN is definitely the kind of map where, you know, it's one of the older ones, and it's definitely the one where you can definitely get into that kind of frame of mind. And if Rafa is allowed that kind of opportunity, it's going to be very dangerous for Ray. Conversely, Ray definitely needs to be on the defense right now. Rafa's not running around with a huge stack, but here's where we start to need to see constant damage at the item pickups, no matter what. Oh, wow.
48% LG.
Like 100%.
Oh man, the broken spawn hits for Ray. Oh man. Yeah, most players will call that a broken spawn, considering. Either way, you know, Rafa, yeah, as I was kind of expecting, this is really a place where he feels comfortable. He's predicting Ray extremely well. And, I mean, he's also, the biggest thing is that, look at his railgun. It's still at 42%, his LG at 48%, and Ray, once again, getting the worst of all spawns, taking damage immediately, now down to only 91 health. But, you know, he doesn't have access to anything. He's walking across center, and the only thing he has that's useful after this plasma gun is a shotgun. you know, basically it's opening him up to eating rails, and down he goes. One more for Rafa, 55% rail now.
Oh, just brutal accuracy by Rafa. This is a little hard to watch if you're Ray right now. Oh god, just compounding insult to injury at this point. Rafa just running the map, and you know his aim is just looking superb right now. And